everybody. I decided that I would get on today and do a love reading because I started to get a ton of messages again today about love coming into the collective, and the energy is so strong. And after yesterday's live, I felt as though there was some unresolved things we needed to talk about. And I also have a really fun announcement that I'm going to share. I'm going to share once more folks join. Hi, hello, hello. It's so great to be with you all. I've also been in a very like sing-songy kind of mood. Um, very creative, very like can't stop talking, open to energy. And I feel like the collective is the same way. Janice, hello. Good to see ya. Well, see ya, Bubble. Can't see her face, but I enjoy this. How are you doing? How are you doing? Um, I still love that title of your profile name. So I'm going to do love advice. And also, everyone, as usual, is welcome to ask questions, drop it in the chat, whatever you want to do. Um, and I have another like channeled message dropping today from this rising from spirit and your ancestors. So be sure to look out for that. Um, but I'm just gonna start because this is really exciting. No, I just there's a lot of healing energy. You're doing great. Yay, I'm glad you're doing so great. I'm doing really well. Good evening. Uh, is it Kismet? Where do you tune in from? I'm curious. I can't remember what you said before. I'm doing great. I have a really funny story to tell, but I'm gonna wait a little a little bit to tell it. But it has to do with our group conversation about what's it called? About mangoes. Thanks. You love my energy. It's refreshing as always. Thanks. I try to share as much light as possible. So I'm glad that there's folks who want to receive it. Richmond, VA. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Effervescent even. Thanks. It's so great to see you. So I'm gonna start playing some cards. And also, I'm just curious, like, where are you at in your love journey? Like, are you in partnership or ships or like wanting that for yourself, wanting something else? I don't really know. But I'm gonna start playing some cards because again, I woke up singing. What was I singing? I said it in the channel video, but it was like two John Mayer songs, and then they just kept going and going. And one of them was Back to You. So it felt like a lot of folks are are maybe reconciling with someone or someone's coming into their life. So I wanted to see what this energy was because it felt like maybe three or four different groups of people. And then I can't remember what the other one was. But then there was also a lot of, like, Ariana Grande, was coming through. Summer Love came through again. So I'm like, "What's going on with the collective?" Look, okay, the first card out is the Sun card. So this is just confirmation for me that this collective in general, when it comes to love, like your love frequency is so bright right now. Like, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I could pull cards to, oh, yeah. See, you're walking away. You're like over being codependent, and like rising up in your own love frequency. But you are shining really, really bright right now. Like super, super bright, and you're very magnetic, and I'm like focusing on the sunflowers too. And sunflowers remind me that they're like really, really tall, right? They're bright. That's why you can see them when you drive past them. You're like, oh my goodness. Also there's different types of sunflowers, but those sunflowers, but also like connecting with Mother Earth. So maybe you've been outside, which is also helping right now. So whatever you're doing to heal, like keep doing that. I'm opening up to the idea of receiving love again. I was closed off for a while, but needed time. Um, I need to get better at like doing this. There we go. I am opening up to the idea of receiving love again. I was closed off for a while, but I needed time to learn boundaries from the narcissist I had around. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So recovering from a like heavily narcissistic type of relationship is one of the hardest things. And I had to spend a bunch of time doing that as well with boundaries and learning about gaslighting and like knowing that my reality was real, right? Because like a lot of narcissists will also kind of paint the reality different than yours. Um, and I think I had told it before, but I started videotaping things that would happen or recording them because I was like, no. So once you like heal like from that or begin to shift out of it, it's such a beautiful journey. I appreciate you sharing that and being vulnerable. Um, um, that's funny. I've been listening to a lot of songs with the word shine in it. Yeah, and you know what song I hear right now? That shine, shine on, whatever that song is called. And my discernment, I stopped trusting that I could read people right or choose the right person. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's so like so true. And I feel like there's also a period. Well, it was for me, like when my group of friends didn't quite align with my frequency, I like couldn't really turn to them for discernment because their discernment wasn't great. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna manifest people into my life and it'll be a direct reflection of who I am. So if I manifest someone toxic, let me let me go back to healing. But it's so true. Like it's super easy um to kind of get caught in that energy. What about the rest of the folks on the live? Where are you at on your love journey? I want to know. Write it in the chat. Write it in the chat. I want you to write it in the chat. Because that's also how you manifest your like new beginning, right? Like when you start fully accepting it and your story. Um, we also have this was interesting. The Five of Pentacles came out sideways, but also kind of in reverse, which kind of tells me that you've also likely been like turning away from folks who have caused you harm or realizing that you were putting yourself into situations that may have been harmful and you're starting to come out of that. And then we also had um the Four of Pentacles come out in reverse, which I feel like is amazing energy of like not holding on too tightly to what like love is going to come in for you. So that means like you're really surrendering to the universe, but also it feels financial. And what can happen a lot with love is the minute you start working on your finances, love begins to find you because you begin to like let go and surrender. And love and money are very similar frequencies. So once you start doing one, the other one starts to flow and vice versa. But usually it's you focus on yourself, you focus on your money, you focus on your self-care, and then love kind of sneaks up behind you. um a sideways card, how do you read that? It just depends. I don't always read them, but for me it's like a transition of like being in the middle of something because it's kind of like a middle energy. But I'll also look at like how it came out of the deck and how it was laying or if it was attached to this other card that has a certain energy as well. And they're back to back, so it feels like it's in the process of being removed. Hi, hello, hello. And we also have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom. So that's just like further confirmation of like you working on your financial stability or stability in your life in general. Because Pentacles are all of that earth energy. So you could be grounding yourself a lot lately. Um, yeah. Money, well, let it flow. Yeah, totally. You have to. And are any of you entrepreneurs? I'm curious if any of you are entrepreneurs. Let's see what else is coming out for the collective in love. I love this. So it's the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is like shifting into a time of peace and not having to fight for relationships. Yeah, getting over anxiety. So this could have been like really rough for you in terms of like the friends that you had around you or family members, or even I'm getting like leaving certain relationships could have been quite difficult or challenging or gave you anxiety. Like, am I making the right decision? Yes, this is the right decision, but maybe you spent quite a few nights. Like I'm getting like a while from like 6 months to a year almost, maybe for some like 3 months, but 6 months to a year of going back and forth of whether or not you're going to make the decision. Oh, cool. You're an entrepreneur. Ancient eyes, greetings, entrepreneur. Yes. Hi, all the entrepreneurs. I love entrepreneurs. Okay, that came out quite fast. So I'm just gonna tell this to you right now. A bunch of you have celebration in union. So this is your like love outcome. And whether that means like union with yourself, this feels like love union though. So maybe some of you might have marriage or going into partnership with someone, that is going to be your outcome. That is going to be your outcome. So you continuing to do this work of liberating yourself and learning how to be in relationships that are healthy are giving you this outcome. And it kind of just the deck kind of vomited it out. So it's probably something that is coming for you quicker than you think. And it's not going to come in the way you think because of the way it came out of the deck. So just continue to allow yourself to go with the flow. This says, I am need clarity on which way to move, but I think I'm coming out of the confusion cloud. It's taken a year. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like it was like a heavy type of energy, but it's like the transition. And the biggest thing is like making sure that you're taking care of yourself. And I'm gonna take these other cards to see what they are. Um, Interesting. So we have the tower in reverse with the chariot card, but they're coming out together, which means like in the past, you were not allowing things like you were not allowing divine intervention to happen or you to actually change. Like you were holding on to relationships way too long than you needed to be. But you learned that lesson. That's what spirit and your ancestors are saying. You learned that lesson of letting go and not sticking around longer than you needed to be, which is making your manifestation come in faster, which is why the chariot is here. I'm also getting for folks who have like more masculine energy kind of coming in, regardless of gender. They are probably watching you or like know of you are very close to you energetically. So I'm kind of picking that up. And then we also have the Queen of Wands in reverse and then the King of Wands upright. And again, those are coming out together. So it's like you went from being like, or the Queen of Wands blocked energy, right? Queen of Wands can also represent manifestation energy. So you went from not focusing on your manifestations to focusing on your manifestations by becoming the King of Wands and taking ownership for your life. Um, let's see what this is. That's funny. I heard the song Celebrate. Is that Earth, Wind, and Fire? Um, I don't I'm so bad with, like, who sings what song, but I freaking love Earth, Wind& and Fire. I don't think Celebrate is Earth, Wind& and Fire. I'm gonna look right now. Um, it's funny, I'm hearing a remix of Celebrate. I know that's not what you're asking. So Celebration is Cool in the Gang. Yeah, it's Cool in the Gang. Unless you're hearing a different song. Were you hearing Jonas Brothers? Just kidding. Just kidding. I know that's totally different, but that's what else came up. You know what else came up? Celebrity by NSYNC. That one's a funny song. uh yeah, well that celebrate theme kind of goes along along um with the Four of Wands energy. So that makes a ton of sense. Let's see what else is going to come out. But yeah, that energy. I mean, it definitely feels like you are successful. Like, so make sure you stay in that energy of what I am wanting is coming to me and that it's already here. And just continue to love yourself and do your self-care. What has been your self-care lately? I'm curious to know what your self-care has been. Um, Yes, right, by Cool and the Gang. Yeah, it's Cool and the Gang. Let me pull some more cards. Let me pull some more cards. Okay. Let's see if this is about finances or if this is love. This was old blocked energy, is what they're saying. Um, it also feels like, hold on. Okay. So that's interesting. So we have the Emperor card here, which means I want to know if that's someone coming in or if this is you. I feel like some of you, this is you. Let's see. It's the collective. No, it's not. It's not. So, this you have some type of relationship coming in that's like very strong and stable. Like it's almost like unstoppable is what I'm getting. And I'm hearing that song Unstoppable by Sia, but it also came out with all of these cards that were blocked, which makes me think, yeah, we have the King of Cups on the bottom. So someone who's like very attached to their emotions, which makes me think that this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, like, and the Eight of Swords in reverse tells me that they just cleared up a bunch of energy. So whoever you are like calling into your life, they've completed some sort of cycle and are now in movement towards you. Like you are both coming into this energy. Because this card like really speaks to stalling, like not wanting to work hard or like halfway working hard but then questioning it and like being really weird. And then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like wanting to move fast but like not moving fast. It's like all this is confused energy. Like they're like they had an energetic block, not making a decision of what they wanted and like chasing random things. Like it was like, okay, this is a butterfly. I'm gonna chase it because I'm not going to deal with what's going on because it messes with my ego or like messes with my heart too much. And now I'm in my ego. Not saying that they were saying that specifically, but that's how they were kind of acting. And then this one being like, they're like not trapped anymore. So they understand that. And this Emperor was like, bam, it's me. It's me. Hi, it's good to see you again. So you're doing morning or rising meditations, herbs, journaling, warm water. Yes, with the warm water. Um, oh wait, no, it says warm shower. My bad. I have glasses on and I still can't read. And self tarot. Self tarot is amazing. I love that for you. What kind of herbs are you using? Hi. I pinned you up so we can all say hi to you. I call it manscaping, taking care of the body. Yeah, I love that. Taking time to breathe and stretch, gardening, why did I say jewelry? My brain, like my energy today is like all over the place. Maybe someone's giving you jewelry. Or like, I don't know, maybe you need a new piece of jewelry in your life. Gardening and journaling. I love that. I've met a lot of people lately who have been gardening. It's definitely in the energy for the collective. Like Mother Earth is like really calling people to the earth itself. Um, you are doing morning positive vibes, incense yoga, yay, meditation, and starting to journal more. Yeah, journaling is such a life changer. I have two journals that I use on the regular. One of them is just for random thoughts. And then the other one is like specifically for gratitude. And they're like at my side all the time. Hi, 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 hi. I'm sketching again, y'all. I feel so powerful after I sketch my manifestation. Yes, oh my gosh, sketching manifestations is so fun. That's why I made a video about that. I don't know if you caught it, but I do that all the time, and my manifestations come so freaking fast. Anybody, like, whatever your art form is, do that to manifest love. Like every time I write a love song or every time I write a poem about love or anytime I like sketch anything that I'm like I want, it pops up so fast because you're in that really high frequency. I love that you're doing that. What have you sketched lately? Eyebrow raise. I want to know. I'm going to incorporate a few practices from y'all. Yes, do it. Ancient eyes. I think artists are so cool. We are cool, huh? We kind of go with the flow. So I wish I could draw. Everybody could draw. It just looks different for everyone. I feel like there's this stigma with art and drawing that like if you're not a realist artist and you can't draw, and I had a teacher who embedded that in me, and I do both, but like I realized that I didn't like drawing realistic art because like energy didn't want to. My art like it's either like really abstract, like pointillism nature vibes or anime. Like that's or like graphic design, but like Basquiat vibes. Like it's like those are the only things that tend to come out of me. Like any other time, like I always had the hardest time in art class. So you can totally draw. Like I would sit there and be like, you might see an orange, but I see the galaxy. Every time they're like, can you just follow instruction? I'm like, can you just let me be an artist? And that's how I ended up in trouble. um yes, singing them into melody, channeling them from source to song is powerful and solidifies manifestations quick. Yes, so much, all the time. I've been getting so many songs. We should all sing together. We're actually singing tonight, in tonight's healing session to open up the throat chakra and the heart chakra. I've been playing in Suno my new hobby and just did a bunch of sweet love songs. Oh, you should drop them. Are they out? Can we listen to them? I'm so ready. I'm ready to listen to them. I'm ready. I'm ready. Someone's been watching SpongeBob because I keep hearing Sponge. I just dropped half my deck. Hey, look, it's the Ten of Pentacles. That's a great sign. You should drop those songs. Ten of Pentacles. Um, I love that everyone can draw. Yours is yours. Yeah, my dad's an illustrator. Cool. That skipped me in the details. He can do it. Yeah, I actually learned how to illustrate, but I don't enjoy it. Like I did a lot of like that stuff in the fashion space when we would have like CADs and things like that. And then I like learned how to do like 3D render. And then I just decided that Illustrator I just didn't love. But I will sometimes do it on like my iPad. When I'm just feeling that way. Like it's very specific. It's like I feel like it's like 4 times a year. I become an illustrator for like a week and I'm over it. I've been leaning into graphic design. Thanks for confirmation. I really love metalworking. I would like to silversmith. Cool. Metal would be my medium and glass wielding. What is wrong with me? Are you wielding a sword? I was telling someone about wielding a sword yesterday. Welding is therapeutic to me. The heat and the burns. Wow. You should make a shield or a knife. I don't know. Something cool. A giant sword. We need serious Lord of the Ring vibes right now. You can make the one ring. Make the one ring. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Hold on. I need to pick up my deck. There's also the star card and the moon card, but let me pick up my deck. 1 second. Okay. Gosh. Okay. There's a little message that came out. Um Some of you might need to make a decision about what brings you the most joy in life and do that. 'Cause those cards flew out of the deck like 3 times. Ten of Pentacles, glassmaking is amazing. I'll send you the band lab link via DM on Instagram. Okay, sounds great. I'm excited. Sounds fab. Glass blowing. is so cool. I used to see glass blowing all the time when I would go to the fair during the summer because I friggin' love the fair. I'm obsessed with the fair. California State Fair is amazing. It's in Sacramento and it's ginormous. Anytime people tell me like, "Oh yeah, we're going to the fair," and I'm like, "You don't know fair. You don't know fair until you come to this fair. Does your fair?" No, not even gonna get into it. I love the fair. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Do we have any love advice? Queen of Pentacles. I love that. You're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. Coming out of heartbreak, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. It sounds like I've never been to a fair. That's what I'm telling people. You like, nobody knows. Oh my gosh. No. If you Google it, the California State Fair in Sacramento is huge. Like sometimes the X Games comes there. There's always motorcycle riders. There's like horse things and like rides, but it's also connected to a water park. And then there's like hypnotists, but it's huge because it's an expo. Like it's at an expo. So it's very large. One time I went to the coolest like bingo. It was like a drag queen bingo. I had so much fun. I had so much fun. But it's like a thing. Like if you're gonna go to the like Cal Expo, like it's huge. You got to park really far, like a theme park. Like it's like people don't know fair. You don't know fair. Yeah, it's a whole nother level. And there's usually concerts. Like I've seen a lot of good concerts there, like big concerts. Okay, so we have I love this energy. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. You're showing up as that energy. So really taking ownership of your love life, grounding yourself. That energy seems to be very common. The Three of Swords in reverse. So healing from heartbreak. You're coming out of that, but it took a tower. It took a tower to get you there. So I don't know if you've experienced some severe changes. I'm saying a hearing in the last 3 months seems significant. Even for some people, it could be like 3 weeks. But it was like sudden change happened in your life that brought you to this. I don't know why, but I was feeling like a lot of laughter with this in terms of like oh, I'm finally free, but like looking at this person on this card, like imagining their like clothes are kind of tattered. Like it was like really tough for you to get through that change, but spirit loves you is what I'm hearing, and your ancestors love you, and I'm hearing that it was necessary. um I've been wanting to go to a carnival. I fantasize about meeting a guy there, like on Love 7. That's so fun. Carnivals are so fun. I mean, that's probably why I started talking about it. So that's confirmation for you. When's the carnival in your town? When are carnivals in your town? You should definitely go to a carnival or travel around to different. Be a carny. Just do all the things. Just do all the things. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is someone coming in quite quickly. This is also you having a lot of clarity on how to best choose from. I'm hearing options that are going to come into your life. Um, yeah, in the past, right below the Three of Swords, I'm also getting the Two of Cups um in reverse. So this is you not really feeling like you were going to have a companion or someone to turn to, but that's changing because it's coming out like before the new journey, meaning like that is what you went through. Maybe you were in a lot of isolation, which, spirit is also acknowledging as that's what needed to happen. This is great. So we have the Tower card and then we have the Death card right beneath it. So again, this cycle has ended, like you've successfully ended it. Successfully is what I'm hearing in love. So don't be surprised if you start like getting nudges to go outside, maybe like change your wardrobe, change the way you look. If you use dating apps, like go on there, or like if spirit I'm getting if spirits start sending you, if spirits start sending you on like social media platforms, like links to go socialize and things like that, do it. Like it's probably for a reason. Um, Usually around this time. See? Fun. That's so fun. You tell me how that goes when you fall in love. Make sure, okay, are you the type of person to pay for someone or have someone pay for you? We're gonna have a serious question about this. I have a serious question. Anytime someone is like expecting me to pay, I'm like, oh no, let me go heal. Wrong person. It hasn't happened in a very long time, but still. Some one time, I literally prayed to spirit about it. I was like, this person won't let me get my own coffee and wanted to share. And I was like, spirit, please pray for me because I want to slap them. Like it was like in me, and I was like, why did I put myself into this situation? See the red flags ahead of time and just leave. But I wanted to share that. I always share those things because I feel like people can get really stuffy in terms of um in terms of like what we think when we're going out on dates or like interacting with people. But I'm just gonna tell you because we need to normalize like how we're actually thinking because I'm like, okay, like I literally am so annoyed with this person. I need to get out of here. Yeah, exactly. Like who shares coffee? Who shares coffee? I was like, what? And then I like took the person who got the coffee, like the barista, and put it on the counter, like took the coffee and I held it the whole time. I was like, this is my coffee. I left. I ended up leaving with the coffee. We can share appetizers, but coffee, the same cup. That's all I'm saying. I was like, "Mm, spirit, send in a tower. Intervene. This is out of hand." I'm the payer usually. Got it. You don't mess with folks' coffee. Exactly. I'm just like, come on, come on, come on. But it's a funny story. Like that's the like fun part of dating, right? It's experimenting and like seeing seeing things happen for you and just like how you're gonna interact and like what people actually do. Like it wasn't like there's no shade, right? It's funny. Like I'm like, how, why, what is my energy doing? Like that's immediately what I turn to. Like I don't go like shame, shame, shame this person. I thought it was hilarious because I was like, you need to me get your butt inside and like sit down and work through whatever just happened. Just happened. Hello, Benita. I've been feeling love eh, today, and your life happens to be about love. Yeah. So also right beneath the Fool is the Ace of Cups. This is new love. Can you see it? It's so pretty. It's so amazing. Also, birds are coming through again. And if you've been going to the water, you might run into someone at the water. You saw a vision. That's what I always think, like, why am I attracting this? Yeah, it's the accountability of like, okay, I'm in this game of life and I manifested that. Sis, no. Shame on you. Right? No one to blame but yourself. I think spirit likes to make me laugh. Yeah. Oh yeah. All the time. And your ancestors, like, I love when they step in. Like, I'm just like, laugh at like, I can hear them laughing most of the time, like, when I'm on dates or they'll, like, give me advice, like, as things are happening, and I'm like, "I don't appreciate what you're doing right now, but I appreciate it." At the bottom, we have the Magician card, so you are manifesting better relationships into your life. Relationship I'm telling you, something is going on right now, like, people are just falling in love right and left, and I freaking love it so, so much, so much. Okay, I'm finding water all over Ottawa now. Yeah. So confirmation, you made it just in time. Make sure you're going to the water. You're gonna fall in love at the water. This is no more anxiety. This is great. No more shared coffee, right? No more shared coffee. No more. Um, Hey, that was a beautiful song on that short. Yay! Yeah, there's been a lot of songs coming through, and I feel like I'm just gonna keep sharing them that way because, like, I hear them all day long, and I'm just gonna sit with my camera and just bring them out so you all know how much you are loved. I have another one coming, and it was actually for the divine feminine activating their sexuality, and it's a song from a Broadway show, and it's about big spender. No more shared coffee. Yeah, no more. Tss, No, no more. Yeah, we also have the Six of Pentacles. This is like no more of you over giving to people. What are you all manifesting in a partner? And I want you to be specific. If you say something along the lines of, I want them to be nice, no, I want you to be specific. I want you to be as specific as possible. Yes, emotions are important, but also you can be specific because trust me, when I have not been specific, when I have not been specific, shared coffee. Just saying. And one time, this is a good example. I needed a treadmill for my dogs because when I lived in Woodland Hills in Southern California, it gets like really freaking hot there. It's like valley and like weather, like Sacramento. And it was so hot. I was like, I can't. Like, dogs should not be outside past 70 degrees. Anytime I see someone outside with their dog past 70 degrees, I want to like yank their dogs away because it's not safe for their dogs. Um, and I like 2 days before prayed to spirit. I needed a treadmill. I was like, please, please, please help me. I can't afford like getting a new one right now. And then I go outside, look, like I literally opened the garage because I was getting into the car, and there was a treadmill across the street that said free. I was like, "Free! Yay!" And I went over there and it had wheels. And so then I like rolled it over into the garage, like main room. But it was half broken. So you always got to make sure you're being specific. And it was great. Paulo loves it. Like she loved it so much, but it ended up like falling apart eventually. So just be specific. Like if you want a treadmill, say new treadmill, that works great. Easy to use. I am manifesting a hot man, 6 foot above, kind, authentic, and who understands my humor and crazy about me. Define crazy, Benita. Be careful what you wish for. You are a strong manifester. You're a very strong manifester. Don't want to get someone who's like Sybil energy, you know what I mean? Dope. Um, let's see what this says. For them to have just as much intuition and powerful feminine energy as I love a person with common sense and high intellect. Yeah. Now that I can vibe with. That's a good manifestation. Good being specific. I can't speak today. High intellect. Sorry about the lack of quotation marks. What? We don't need quotation marks. Not in this party. I love that you all are manifesting. Well, here we go, Benita. Here we go. He loves me so much. Crazy. Crazy, healthy love, a protector and provider man. I love that. There we go. There we go. Let's put the energy out there because it's coming. Look what's at the bottom of the deck, the Justice card and the High Priestess. So, this is the type of energy that you have right now. All of you, High Priestess energy, like High Priest. This is coming in for you. So, whatever you say out to the universe is going to happen. It's going to come faster than you think. So, be mindful of what you're putting out. Are you putting out? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not. I loved it. I feel like we just need to have some intimacy lives because I love those type of lives. Um, Let me see what this one says. I love that. A sexy nerd with a good sense of music and humor who is kind. Aw, good sexy nerd. We love us some nerds, secret nerds, or outward nerds. Doesn't matter. I'm a nerd. Good sense of music. What kind of music? Or just in general? Like, are you basing your good sense of music based on your own taste? Or like what? Be specific. They might have a good taste for something that you don't want to hear today. You know what I mean? Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, you're coming out of these sneaky thoughts about you not being able to manifest love or if it's ever going to happen for you. Get ready, family. You are reaping your rewards from working so hard um, over the last 7 to 8 months. So, this is amazing. You planted seeds a while ago, and now they're coming to fruition in your love life. So, still be patient, is what I'm hearing. But you need to be doing the things that you love. So, don't be obsessing about love. Like, be obsessing about yourself. Be obsessive about what you do, like your music and your dance, gardening, like all that kind of stuff. And then love will appear in general. Let me tell you, every time it comes into my life, it smacks me in the face and I'm never ready for it. And it's the best. In general, I dated a guy who was into heavy metal and when send songs to each other. Oh, every day. Cool. I liked that. Metal isn't usually my jam, but they did get me into indie, so that's fine. I love that. I love that. Yeah, you can totally vibe. Heavy metal. I love me some heavy metal and alternative too. Let's see what this says. Yes, justice. I woke up the other morning and I turned to Psalm 37. What's in Psalm 37? Wait, hold on. Now I'm curious. And for anybody who was live last night, I went to Bible study. And let me tell you, I was like, I don't know if I can run this thing. The minute I get there, my friend goes, Z, lead us in prayer. I was like, I just got. I was like, no, thank you. Okay, y'all. We're going to practice finding things. Oh, here it is. Psalm 37. Shall we? This is no coincidence. Which did you read all of Psalm 37? It's kind of long. I want to know. Okay, this part is being highlighted. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prosper then his way because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Give up your anger. I feel like that also means like give up your resentment for your past lovers. I'm just winging it right now. This is why I don't do studies. But also, it was so fun because it's a group of folks. We were just talking about love and all the things, and we literally like a lot of I used to have a lot of judgment around it. And there was a moment where we literally sat there and my friend read something and she was like, does anybody else have a problem with this? I was like, thank you, Spirit, for sending me to this community that understands me. Ooh, let's read this one from Jay. Good person, good sex, good chemistry, highly intelligent, man of integrity, great father, all the love languages. That's, yeah. Generous, good humor, brings balance into my life, appreciative, divine counterpart. Ooh, I love that. By balance, do you mean like energetically? Like, are they the more masculine energy and you're the feminine energy or reverse? Please do explain. I'm so curious. I love that. That was great. Nobody else said sex. I don't know what y'all are going to be doing. Bad sex. Also, a man who loves and adores me for who I am, loves and adores my woo woo side. Benita, only huskies say woo woo. Were you on my live when I talked about that? Did I even talk about that? Or did I just make a video about it and not post it? I love that. They're gonna love you exactly how you are. Yes, a sexy nerd. Woo! Closeted nerds are the best. And abundant with great things. I love that. I was about to ask you about the study. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like so I mean, how it happened is my friend is the one who wanted to do it. And then, like, it was just very divine timing. Like, anything she set up would fall apart. It only worked when I did it. And so then I set everything up. And then it was like, Z, are you available to book? Because I'm now the one running it. And so then I was like, no, you lead it. I'll just like be behind the scenes. And then every time I wouldn't go, nobody else would go. And then like all these things started to happen. And I was like, okay, clearly I need to like do something. And yeah, it was actually really, really great. And we talked about there was a part in the Bible that we read that was like basically following men, right? And then we all had a very open conversation. Look at me getting uncomfortable. And we also had a very open conversation about how there's another passage in the Bible that also says you're not supposed to like just randomly follow people. It says to use your discernment, but people just like to forget about that part for some reason. Yeah, so it was interesting. And my friend was hilarious. She's like, I have a problem with this. Anybody else? And the folks were like, yeah, like I kind of see it like this, and this is the other passage, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is awesome. Also, I'm New Agey and an activist. And they're like, great. It's just gonna, yeah, it was great. Thanks for asking. You didn't really ask, but you know what I mean. I think they're about to release Psalms and Proverbs in the First Nations version. I like how they've interpreted it. I don't know what that means. I don't know the different versions. I know mine is a King James version. That's all I know. That's about as far into my Bible I've gotten. There's tabs, words, and energy. What's this one say? You better be Pacific Day. Fret not, yes, the whole daggone thing. Y'all are funny. Yes, amazing, mind-blowing sex. It's a non-negotiable. See, there we go. Now we are cooking with gas. I'm just saying, like, if it's a part of your life, you have to like be excited about it. Has to be included. Otherwise, you're gonna get there and be like, what did I manifest? Sorry, that was supposed to say envy, not indie. You all are the best. Yeah. So, but again, with the proverbs, I don't know what you're talking about. I seriously don't. Oh, here's another one. Balance. Where I'm weak, he is strong. Ah, yes. Complementary. Hmm. It's like saying without saying. You don't complete each other because you're whole, but you need to fill in the gaps for each other. That's balance. Yes. We hold each other accountable. Preach. Encourage and support each other. Yes. Go team, go. Teamwork makes the dream work. The true yang to my yin. Yeah, I'm such a yin. I can get into a yang though. That's why I need someone who is also a yang so I can yin. Well, yang, technically. In all aspects of being an evolved human being. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I also feel like I need someone else's discernment. I just do better in settings where like someone has really great boundaries and is just like direct. I'm like, thanks. I love this. Jay, I love everything that you wrote. Hold each other accountable. Heck yes. There's nothing like accountability. And like, can we just work on this? We'll work on it on our own, but like, can we just talk about this? Like, what the hell was that? Can we just be honest about it? You gotta look up the First Nations version. It's based on Indigenous peoples. Jesus is who Creator sets free in that version. It just feels a bit more poetic. Ah, thanks for sharing that. See, this is why I shouldn't run studies. But now I can. Permission. Just kidding. Thank you for sharing that. I'm definitely gonna look it up. Ashe. Thank you. Yeah, y'all are amazing. And I'm gonna pull a couple more cards and then I need to go head out and prepare for tonight's session. I can't wait to see the folks who are joining tonight for Z School for the Gifted. We're gonna do a lot of healing. We're gonna be opening players. We're gonna be doing all the things. I also didn't show it earlier, but the Ace of Pentacles was on the bottom. So that's also like a new opportunity for you coming in financially. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. Keep your energy open. It may not come in the way you think. Yeah, see a different perspective when it comes to your new journey. You might have had this card is haunting us for the last week. um, you might have had an idea in your mind about how your life is supposed to unfold, which is what spirit tore down for you. So if it looks different, allow it to be different because it's meant to be that way. And again, like this came out like 5 times last night. This is the end of a cycle. This is it. This is end. Like all I'm hearing is it only goes up for from here. So allow it to go up. Like allow it. Like I hear that so clearly. Allow it to go up. Let's see what else is coming for the collective aside from love. Ooh, let's see. Yes, a true counterpart. I love that. Yo, this energy lately, I can't. Y'all are getting too steamy in your thoughts. Yeah, okay. So, advice for you is come out of your hermit mode and actually go outside. Some of you are not going outside enough. Some of you are not showing up on social media. Some of you are just not strolling down the sidewalk looking gorgeous with the wind blowing in your hair. Some of you just need to like get some new clothes. I'm hearing like also a new dress and just let it go. Like get some new sneakers. Like whatever you need to do, get yourself something new for this new cycle and release the old crap. Like if you still have like old things, yeah, you have fulfillment coming. You need to trust this, is what I'm hearing. Trust this, trust this. You have a happily ever after coming, and you are on that timeline now. So like accept it as your new reality and move forward, but also continue to build your foundation and stay healthy. Keep taking care of yourself. Do your yoga, do your meditation. Like all of you are talking about being balanced and doing all this stuff. So you're already high frequency. I know that's why this reading is for you. So like continue to do those things because you're already on the right path. Um, oh man, I don't want to go outside. Why? How? You had such a great idea for your partnership and now you don't want to go outside? You don't want to go outside? Why don't you want to go outside? Why don't you want to go outside? Your fulfillment is outside. Let's see what else. What other sort of advice? Oh, you're joking. Fine. I'll let it slide. Again? This keeps happening. Look, you have options. Y'all are about to go on some dates. Have fun. Stay safe. Obviously, go outside. Your love is outside. You need to go outside. Okay. Maybe when spirit thought like you really weren't going outside. Oh my gosh, look what we have. We have the 10 of cups. Didn't I just say you'll happily ever after? Go outside and you'll get this. You'll get this. Love it. Let me see this. Z, old journals. Do you recommend burning them? Do we suppose are we supposed to keep dream journals? It just depends on how you're using them. So if your dream journals are actually being referenced later, like if you want to look back at them and kind of use them as an ancestor thing, um, then yes, I would keep them. But if you're not and you haven't looked back on your journal and you're not like cataloging in a way where it's necessary, like sometimes I just get rid of my journals. as much as I can because it's old energy, it's old thoughts, it's just sitting there. So, like, what do I need it for? So I just cut the energy. Um, yeah, I would get rid of them in whatever sustainable way that you can. Fire is very alchemizing, so I love that idea. But yeah, if you're gonna look back on your journals and you want to use them as you move forward to help you understand where your dreams are at, like, and that's your intention, then yes, keep them. You ain't lying. I don't need to go outside more. Yeah, you have to go outside. You have to go outside. Look at this Page of Pentacles. Look at Pentacles just coming out everywhere. Coming out the wazoo, the peach, all the things. I'm hearing a song in my head, just like random lyrics. I feel like this is for you. I just said you need to go outside more because it's a sun card in reverse, and we also have the Five of Swords in reverse. So, whatever sort of mindset you have that's keeping you from going outside, you need to rid yourself of it. Because this sun card came out in the beginning as like the successful path to manifesting love. And so, this is the energy that's showing up for you. Specific reading for you. You're welcome. I gave you a gift. Yeah, like not making a decision. Not making a decision. Okay, I'm pulling one more card and then gonna pull from my black deck real quick and then I'm out. I added in my black deck because it said something. Work hard. Work hard. Work on your money, work on grounding your pentacles, work on your business, keep moving forward and just have fun. Just have as much fun as possible. Plan fun things on your calendar. Don't be afraid to, you know, like, have a fun budget if you want to fill your cup, obviously, and remember that it's all up from here. I still keep hearing that song, "We're all in this together." I don't know who's watching High School Musical, but they just you know how they speak. Um, so let me pull from this black deck really quickly. Let's get some final advice for you. This from now through the weekend. We're all in this together. Mm, mm, mm. My nose is getting stuffy out of the blue. Maybe someone needs to do a neti pot. You do neti pots? Neti pots are good for you. Make sure you do a neti pot. Willpower, equilibrium. These are same cards from before. Concealment. Courage. So we have willpower, equilibrium. So this is continuing with your emotional growth and making sure that you are staying balanced as much as you can. These two keep coming out. And this one kind of gives me that Taurus energy of like strong and steady, slow and steady wins the race. Like Taurus always has that energy. And then equilibrium, again, just making sure that you're staying balanced. That water theme is coming back. Um, Maybe some siren energy, maybe make sure that you're singing if you haven't been singing recently. We also have the concealment card in reverse. So this is giving me come out of the shadows and go outside. Come out of the shadows and go outside. Someone said my journals have turned into grimoires. Yeah, totally. They're the same thing. They're totally the same thing. I love it. They should be. And we also have courage in reverse. And the strength card was peeking out before as advice. So have the strength to make decisions that are best for you is what I'm hearing. Like have the strength to choose yourself, have the strength to not settle for something that you really don't want. And also have the strength to see the relationship from a different perspective as well. Like if you're learning how to date again and be in that realm, it's okay to take a couple dates and go slow and try and figure out what the heck is going on, to see what you're most comfortable with. Also, we have creativity on the bottom, which we kind of mentioned earlier. So make sure you're still digging into your crafts. Change, don't resist change. I feel like this is about like your path, maybe not like new tower energy coming in, but like change can also be mentality. Like it could be negative thinking. It could be oh me, oh my, like your guides and your ancestors want you to be positive and remember that you deserve the best. And that's going to be a new frequency for a lot of you. So make sure that you can embrace that change because it's going to make your manifestations come in more easily. I got you when I get paid. Are you talking to me? That's so sweet. if you are. That's so sweet. Let's do another one. Passion. Oh, passion. And also came out kind of sideways. So allow yourself to dip into your soul's passion, like what really makes fire burn in you and makes your soul like just ignite so, so, so much. Um, go towards that. Think about what your inner child wanted to do in their life and bring that to the surface. If you haven't made an inner child list in a while, I highly recommend it. You can think about all the crafts that you loved. I think I talked about this on another live, like when you go back and literally just reflect, like reflect on what you did day to day, even if it was playing outside, riding your bike. I talked about my plant thing. I also walked around with a microphone, so and was, like, in front of cameras all the time and on stages. I also danced. I love ballerinas. Like, I sang a lot. I would make my own songs, make my own plays. I would cook. Actually, I would cook a lot. I never gave it to anybody. I was kind of a stingy cook, but I would cook a lot, and I would raise my baby dolls, which was weird. I also, did surgery on some of my dolls, and I would fill them with more light and more energy and glitter and then stitch them back up because I felt like they were a little too sad, which we can talk about that another day in therapy. But like healer, healer. Um, Corbin Blue was on Jeopardy yesterday. What? That's wild. I forgot you were watching Jeopardy. I remember you saying that. I saw Luna, so make sure you're connecting with moon energy. Make sure you're connecting with moon energy. Grounding. Yeah, stay grounded. And we're going to end on this one, family. This one says financial security. So y'all are good. Try not to worry too much about your money, but make sure you are taking action. Make sure you have financial plans for yourself, right? Have your budget, have goals for yourself. If you're manifesting like larger amounts of money, where is it going to go? How are you going to put stuff away? How are you going to enjoy yourself so you can keep making money? How are you going to take care of yourself? Going to the doctor, all this stuff. So be as specific as possible. Um, Remember that where our attention goes, energy flows. So if you are financial planning, more finances are going to come to you. Um, and I'm just gonna read these last two and then we're gonna head out. That's cute. Filling the dolls with glitter and light. Yeah, I was. I don't know what I mean, I was really like, and you are healed. It was great. They were bunny rabbits because my dad was like he would trade African art for a while. But he was also in the Air Force. He did a lot of random things. Um, and I had these like African bunnies that had really cool dresses, and I would like heal them. My nickname growing up was Danger. I was always the daredevil. I actually wanted to join the circus to ride the bikes in the cage. Fun. You should, I mean, have fun and explore. That's still a thing. That's what my thing is, right? Like I always wanted to try pole dancing, so I did. I also always wanted to swing in a hoop, so I did. Like you just go for it. Don't hold anything back. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna take a quick little break, and then folks who are coming to Z School for the Gifted tonight, as we heal our heart chakra and our throat chakra, and answer some spiritual questions, and I'll channel from your ancestors and your guides. Which, if none of you have joined yet, I highly recommend you do join. It's amazing. It's every single week. It's only $22. It's extremely accessible. Tonight is already closed, but signups for next week, the beginning of June, are open. It's also a great way to just meet other folks and continue to develop. Oh my God, I need water. Continue to develop your skills as much as you can so that you can stay connected to the universe and deepen it, open your clairs, all that sort of stuff. And since I'm an Ayurvedic teacher, I'll also teach you about herbalism and things like that. So if things come through food wise, I'll share it for you as well. I know you'll have to go back and watch the recording. Thanks, everybody. I will see you later. I hope you enjoyed, and I hopefully I will see you at Z School for the Gifted, but I know I will see lots of you on the live. And tomorrow, I'm going live at 4 p.m. Pacific with a good friend of mine who owns Big Mama's Preserves. And so she's going to do a live cooking class about canning and things like that. I highly recommend you attend. And if you have questions about food or gardening, she's amazing. Her name is Ethne. She's the sister to the other person I brought on live, Azure Stewart, and they're just a powerhouse. Like they're such powerhouses and activists. So I'm excited for you to greet her beautiful light energy, and that is it. Much love to you all too. I'll see you later. Have fun. Go outside.